I sat there still trying to, frankly, process so many of the different answers that Sam Bankman-Fried provided yesterday. Believable to you? Not believable? What was your immediate thought?
Listen, Andrew, this is a young guy who's certainly in distress. It was delusional. Like, let's be really clear. Sam is delusional about what happened and his culpability in it. We could all be like dime store psychiatrists, right? There's a lot of narcissism there. There's a lot of grandiosity. But being a psychiatrist isn't going to really help, right? He needs to be prosecuted. He will spend time in jail. They perpetuated a large fraud, and it wasn't just Sam. You don't pull this off with one person. And so I'm hoping that the authorities get to the bottom of this faster, not just for the sanctity of the crypto markets, but for all markets, right? Markets are based on trust. And when you have trust broken like this, it questions everyone else, right? People start looking for black swans everywhere. And so in some ways, this is the story of the moment because it is such a giant story. But it's, you're seeing someone who's just spewing more lies. And listen, Sam's always been kind to me. He has a kind demeanor. That was part of the shtick. And I'm not saying he even planned this all like a criminal mastermind. What they did was criminal, and they need to be prosecuted for it.
I think that's going to be the question, though. I mean, it did seem to me like he was taking the defense. OK, if I have to pick one of these, am I a criminal or am I an idiot? He's going to go with the idiot defense. But
again, like
he had to know, right, Mike?
Sam went to some of the best university in America. He worked at Jane Street. Those guys are fiercely good.
He had to know.
I can tell you every loss I had in the Lehman Brothers 2007 crash, every mistake we made. Traders don't forget how they lose money. It's kind of the DNA of anybody who spends their time in this field. And so it's just kind of a pile of malarkey that he says, oh, I didn't understand how much risk we had. I mean, these were huge bets. And they were huge bets made with my money and other depositors' money.
Mike, but that I think is the most important point about this. He's talked about this in the context of, making some bad risk assessments. And that may very well be true. But perhaps the more important component of this is whose money he was making those risk assessments with.
It's I stole your money, and then, oh man, I should have risk managed the stolen money better. I mean, it was the theater of the absurd to some degree. And I know he's going on today at another show to try to make this case and soften up the world. Maybe that's their strategy. I saw Bill Ackman even say, geez, maybe he's telling the truth. That's Sam's strategy. I think, I tweeted to Bill. I said, Bill, I think on this one, you're crazy. And I think Bill's one of the shrewdest investors out there. Sam's compelling. That's why he was able to snooker the entire planet into believing him. Mike, right? He's got that shtick. Let me
ask you this, though. First of all, I should tell you, I don't think it may very well be his strategy, if that's the case. I don't think it's the strategy of those around him advising him. I can almost assure you of that as somebody who's been in touch with that whole universe ahead of this interview. The question I would ask, though, is, you said, I don't think he might have planned to be a criminal mastermind. And yet the question is, if, in fact, what you allege or speculate happened, you would have to think he was.
Well, again, some people start off going down the path, they get in trouble, and they start breaking the law thinking they could get it back. I mean, it's a tale as old as time, right? And so you might not have started the plan of, oh, I'm going to go rob everybody. But the moment there was one mistake, you start cheating. And then you start cheating more. And then you start cheating more. And next thing you know, you've got a $10 billion cheat going on, right?
And this is why you thought he was making not just bad choices and mismanaging things. He was doing things that he knew were illegal.
Of course. I mean, again, taking our deposits and moving them into his family office, that's a big red flag to start. Mike,